say a big thank you to our over, I think, 600 patrons we have now. Wow. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. It seriously means a lot to me. It keeps this channel going, and I really couldn't do this without y'all, seriously. And if you wanted to get a video just like you're about to see here, join the $30 tier up. You get 1 to 2 free requests a month, depending on what the length is. All the rules are there once you join Patreon for the request thread and such, if you want to go look it up. And there's also a PayPal as well if you want to send a tip or request in that way. It is all much appreciated, seriously. You guys literally make this happen. Thank you. Man, once we knock out these two, all we got left is freeform guitar, but you guys said to avoid that one, so maybe this is the end. I guess we'll see. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Trying to feel a little bit better than I have been the past few days. You know, I've still been me, but not as peppy as I usually am. I apologize, but when you're sick, you're sick. Whole family's under the weather, but I got some vitamin C and elderberries in me, so hopefully I'm a little zinced up now. We're going to be listening to 2 tracks from the Chicago Transit Authority album. Finally, this is going to be the end, I think. It's a big album. It's been a long time. But we're going to be doing 2 tracks. I think they're both written by Mr. Lamb. Yep. Questions 67 and 68 and the track Listen. And they're actually back to back. The track Listen, that was a request from our patron Maureen. Thank you, Maureen. I appreciate your support. But I threw in questions 67 and 68 because that was the lead single for the album, along with I'm a Man. That's like a double A single in my opinion, I guess. Or a double A side. Is that what it's called? My apologies. Yeah, so they're both written by Robert Lamb, but I guess Peter does the vocals with Lamb, and then Lamb does the vocals in the second track. That's cool. After that, yeah, we've done everything but freeform guitar, I think. So this is it. And y'all told me to skip freeform guitar, so maybe we'll call this the finale for CTA, which is a shame, man. This album's absolutely iconic, man. One of the best of all time, and it's their debut album, bro. Like, come on, dude. I'll link my Chicago playlist right up there. And don't forget to leave a comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you watch it all the way to the end, I'd really appreciate it. All right, questions 67 and 68, Chicago. 3, 2, 1, go. Danny's got such a nice touch, bro.
I'd like to know, can you tell me, please don't tell me. It really doesn't matter anyhow. It's just that the thought of us so happy appears in my mind as a beautifully mysterious thing.
Nice. The horns are awesome.
What's your image in my mind so deeply? Ooh, when our faces fade away, blocking memories of unhappy hours. Ooh, leaving just a burning love. I'd like to know, can you tell me, please don't tell me. It really doesn't
Seraphine, bro. He is so good. Okay, now I hear Lame on the piano. Okay. I was wondering, like, it's his song. Oh, there's Terry.
Can you tell me, please don't tell me? It really doesn't matter anyhow.
I love that vocal line right there. It's so
It's
good.
just that the thought of us so happy appears in my mind as a beautifully mysterious theme. Yes, it does.
Damn, Peter's killing that shit, bro. There it is. Oh no. That went too quick. And it works out, they are basically back to back on the album, so I love how that works out sometimes. That's sustained a note, wow. It's still going if you really listen, that's crazy. That was awesome. That was almost like the perfect blend of Chicago right there. Other than introduction, obviously. Listen. Yo, Peter is underrated, bro. He is so good.
Listen, everything that we're here for the money, we could be right, you know. But the bread is not too good here. Wasn't always like that, you know. I said all you got to do is listen.
Yes.
Listen, if you don't hear what you can tell us, if it's good, you can tell us so.
That bass is nuts.
Oh, you can smile, but that's alright, my friend. Could be so nice.
Needs more cowbell, though.
If only you would listen.
That is a sick bass line, bro. Oh my god. Yes. I love these guys, bro. I really do. That's ominous, bro. That was so good.
Listen, if you don't understand, no. You got your child to fly, and don't you put me down, please.
And he's been holding it down, bro. Both songs.
For creating
fill after fill, bro. Like, good God, it's so good. That took some turns. Damn. That was sick, bro. How is every song on this record sick? Like, it really is. I'm going to go down the list. I don't think there was a single weak track on that entire album. It's a debut double album. Like, come on, man. It doesn't make sense, but it once you hear it, it makes sense. Wow, bro. That was so good. So that was about 8 minutes combined, 8.5 minutes. And if I had thrown in Poem 58, that would have been another 8 minutes. That would have been the whole side right there. And that's all written by Lamb. So I think, I was about to say, that might be the strongest album, the side of the album. It's not side 4. I guess Freeform Guitar kind of knocks side 3 off already, but I'm a Man kind of makes up for it because I'm a Man so good. Introduction and Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is, and Beginnings. Damn, it's either side 1 or side 2, but side 2 might be the most consistent listen because Poem 58 is a knockout. So, I mean, so are those two. I mean, I think that first one was like the perfect hybrid right there of Chicago. I always say, like Chicago's the horns or the guitar or in the middle. That was like perfectly in the middle, just like Introduction is. You know what I mean? Like, it's just got a perfect complement of the horns, the bass, the drums from Danny, and then Terry's got his solo in there. I could have used a little more Terry in the first one, but hey, it is what it is. I'll take what I can get. That was the sixth solo, as always. And they always have such a great sense of urgency to their music. And when they need to slow it down, they can. But when they're in that like really quick mode that they go in, like that Chicago, that CTA basically, the stuff from this album, they're just like lightning quick, bro. Like, it's the number one thing that always stands out to me. It's just like they can just dart from one thing to another, and there's seamless transitions. There's like you don't notice anything, man. You're already rocking out to the next section. And you're like, whoa, what's going on, man? How'd I get here? Man, I love it. I love how what would the word be? Not turbulent. I don't know. It's got a lot of it goes up and down, up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot to it. The horns really give it life, I think. That's what really, I think, sets them apart. Obviously, other than, Terry's guitar playing when it's used properly, it's insane how awesome those horns are. Like, seriously, like every time I listen to it, I'm like, that's it right there, bro. They had it right there. Like the ultimate band almost. Like, you got the horn section, you got a killer bassist in Peter, you got Robert on the keys and piano, you got Terry on vocals and guitar, and, Robert does vocals too, and Peter. I mean, you got like 3 almost basically, lead singers. You've got how many people technically in total? Like 8, I think. That's let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 people. That's crazy. That's like the perfect amount. You've got all the instruments covered that you need. And Walter, he plays sax and tambourine. So that's it, man. That's the secret sauce. And the way Peter and Danny just like do their thing, man, they are so special. Everyone in this band is just so underrated. Everyone, I guess Terry Kath, would he be the most well-known from this band? You guys know better than me. That's what I'm asking. Is he the most well-known? Because it seems like he is, from my perspective at least, but I'm also 30, so I don't really know shit. But just the way that, that's like the number one thing about it's Terry, obviously. But I think every other person in this band, including Danny and Peter, the way that rhythm section teams up, because they have to keep up with the horns. They have to keep up with Terry's guitar. They got a lot of stuff they have to keep up with. And Peter's bass just shines through every time. And so does Danny, man. Like, he really, really does. I just, it's a pleasure to listen to these guys. Like, it really, really is. But for old time's sake, since this is the last time I'm probably going to do this album, Danny Serafine on drums, Walter Parazater on sax, tambourine, and backing vocals. James P on trombone and cowbell, killing it in that second one. Lee, I always say his last name wrong, Lee L on trumpet, claves, and Robert Lamb, keyboards, lead and backing vocals, Terry Kath, guitars, lead and backing vocals, and Peter, I always say cetera, but I think it's something else. I think it's cetera, something like that. My apologies. I'm not good with names. He does bass and lead and backing vocals. sad to see this one go. I'm not gonna lie, this album's been fantastic, and Maureen has sponsored a lot of it. I think I think our patron Shirley also. There's someone else who also requested some of it. Thank you so much, guys. This has been one hell of a ride. But to talk about those actual songs, I see why that first one was the lead single. Like I said, it's like the perfect little blend of them, and it's not too long either. It's not like too intense, because that second one, that one got a little intense. Like, it was a little, like, there's some ominous parts to that. I was like, whoa, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? It was okay, you know? But I really liked the first one and just how balanced it was for them and their attack of that song, basically. And I love the horns. Like, that's what, like I said, that's what really makes this band shine for me. It's just the way that the guitar and the bass can bounce off of the horns. And then you got Danny in the back just fucking holding it down on the kid every single time, man. Like I said, he's just fill after fill after fill. And each time you're just like, he's a great drummer, man. Like I said, every single person in this band is basically, well, I can't say the main band. Everyone's the main band, but the horn players are on point. I don't know how they compare to other people, you know, other contemporaries of their, you know, instrument, because I'm not well versed in those compared to the rest of the band, like a normal, rock band sort of stuff. But I think Chicago, this is one of the best debut albums of all time, one of the best albums of all time, and it's just the beginning. Like, there's so much more to it. Like, I know Chicago 2 gets even better. Then I'm not really well versed after that because I haven't ventured too far out from these first two albums. But if you guys think it's worth it, I'm definitely down, man, because I love these guys. Like, I really do. Like, for some reason, I just feel attached to them. I don't know why. There's some bands that just happens to. I don't know if it's because I like their music so much, or I don't know. I guess that's the only really reason why I would be. But I don't know, I get more, attached to certain bands compared to others. I don't know. But Chicago is one of those bands that I just really love. When the requests pop up, I'm like, yes, let's go, because I always know it's going to be a great time, because that second track, it went places I didn't expect. It got ominous as hell. And I heard that trombone. I was like, what the fuck? It was almost like a cinema score there for like 10 seconds. I was like, holy shit, that was really cool. Like I said, they just know how to use the horn so well. And like, whenever Terry starts ripping off, bro, like he's one of the best of all time. Easy, bro. Like, he really is. I see why Jimmy said what he said about Terry, man. He's definitely one of the best. And that when I said earlier about, him being utilized properly, I just say that because I'm greedy and I want more of it. But then that would take away from the horns that I like so much. So I see why there's a balance to this music, because they could easily go too much in one way or the other. But each time they just know exactly what amount of horns and guitar, everything. They're masters at it. This is their debut album. That's crazy. But thank you so much, Maureen. That was a great listen. I'm glad you requested listen, because that gave me an excuse to do this video for the first one too. And like I said, I see why that was the lead single, and in Lee Reacts fashion, the lead single, or the last song, whatever you want to call it. I usually always do that last for some reason, or I'll do the last song first, and then I'll work through the album. But I always mess up, and this is the lead single from the album. It's the last song I do, but hey, at least it saved a banger for the end, and it had some great vocals from Peter too, and Robert. Robert's got a great voice, so does Peter, and I like Terry's too. He wasn't really here much except for the guitar, but I like his vocals the most. Other than Pete, man, that's hard to say. Peter's got a great set of pipes too, bro. But as always, that was great. I don't know what my favorite thing would be out of that. That's a tough one. I'd say like the ominous horns in the second one, Terry's guitar solo in the first one, and then just the horns in general, bro. I love that so much about them. I've probably said that 10 times in this video already, but it needs to be said. And this is like my last video for this album, so I'm sad to see it go. So I'm going to go through the list like I promised, and we're going to look for a bad song. Other than that freeform guitar, we're going to scratch that one. All right, introduction, banger. Does anybody really know what time it is? Banger. Beginnings, banger. The entire side 2, question 67, listen, poem 58, banger, banger, banger. Freeform guitar doesn't exist. I'm just kidding. I haven't heard it. I don't know. South California Purples. That one always fucks me up. South California Purples. That was pretty good. I wouldn't say that's pretty much a banger. I'm going to say it's a banger. I'm a man. The bangers of bangers right there. And then, oh wait, so we haven't done Liberation. Let's say we've done Prologue and Someday, but we haven't done Liberation yet. I don't think we have. So I guess we have one more to do. All right, shop's closed, guys. Thank you. Sorry. But yeah, just, I'm being hyperbolic. But yeah, there's not a single weak track on this album in the slightest. And I'm very grateful that I've added it to my collection, because I listen to I'm a Man literally probably like 4 or 5 times a week. No joke. I love that song so much. And I listen to the original Steve Winwood one as well. I like both of them back to back. That's a good combo. We gotta do some more Winwood soon. Speaking of that. But if you guys have any other recommendations by Chicago, there should be a pinned comment at the top of the thread. You can leave it there. I'll definitely check more out. Maybe we should move on to just doing Chicago 2, Chicago 3, whatever you guys think is best. I trust y'all. I really do. I have no reason not to, so I just follow y'all's lead. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Maureen. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.